You want to make sure that when you're looking at it, it will have like a powdery bloom. And you can see that there's this bloom, and that's actually normal. Also, you want to make sure that they're nice and firm and plump and fresh and never shriveled. And always look to the very bottom of your blueberry container to make sure that there's no blueberry stains. If that's the case, you don't want to buy them because that could mean that they've been smashed, they're old, and also that could lead to them becoming moldy. So those are tips on how to buy great blueberries. Also, you can, the best time to purchase blueberries is generally between May through October. That's their high season. Now, when you get ready to actually make your blueberry purchase, what you want to do is you want to get them home, but don't wash them. And the reason is, once you wash your blueberries, it begins to cause them to spoil at a much more rapid pace. And you know, blueberries are expensive. So don't wash them until you're ready to actually use them. The other thing is you want to keep them in your refrigerator, and you want to keep an eye on them. Assuming that they were just picked, they will last for approximately a week. And these blueberries, of course, blueberries naturally are a better berry because they have basically the longest shelf life compared to like raspberries that will last maybe up to 3 days. Now, you can also buy blueberries in a can, which is what I have here, the pie filling. Or you can even have your blueberries year-round by getting them frozen in the frozen section of the supermarket. So everything you needed to know about blueberries, I hope, has come your way. Now let's go over the ingredients that we need today. First of all, we need a 1/4 cup of low-fat sour cream, 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of light brown sugar, 2 cups of fresh blueberries, 2 cups of pitted sweet cherries, 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of butter. Easy, easy recipe. And why is it so easy? Because you're going to take a look at this and say you can make it at home immediately. Now, you've got a lot of flexibility here. First of all, I love crisps. Basically, crisps are having this wonderful fruit, and you can select whatever fruit you have at home, and then topping it off, baking it and topping it up with a crispy, crunchy topping that gives this wonderful flavor in terms of the fruit on the bottom and this wonderful crunch, so that when you go to take a bite, served warm, it's like a cobbler. It's so good and so easy to make. Now, I recommend making this recipe anytime you have fruit, and also every time I have guests over. When I can make something as simple as a crisp, I mean, they're amazed. I'm always amazed because they think it's so incredible. So this is a very easy recipe anytime that tastes great, and people just get excited. They'll give you a hug. Okay, let's get going. What I have here is blueberries. And in the blueberries, I'm going to then top that with my cherries, placing those on top. Now, you can use fresh, frozen, canned. And of course, these are without pits, so we've removed the pits. And then I'm going to take my flour, and this is the topping part. I'm going to add flour and my brown sugar and sprinkle that all together with the flour, adding then my granulated sugar and a wire whisk to blend, blend, blend. Now, the other thing you can do with a crisp is, you know, you can actually turn this into more of a low-fat or non-fat recipe. What we're using today is we're using butter or margarine, and you can actually use apple juice as a substitute, just a little bit of apple juice to substitute, and this will moisten and allow the butter or the margarine replacement to basically activate this into a nice crumbly texture, and it will still taste great. So this is an alternative for those of you, and I know many of you have written to me and said, Debbie, find some recipes for me that I can make at home that is low in fat or doesn't use butter. And this is a recipe you can take and add like apple juice, and if you want a little bit more of a thicker texture, you can even add a little bit of apple sauce for moistening. Okay, we're going to create a nice crumbly texture here, and just blend, blend, blend. And now once we've accomplished that, we're going to take it. And notice how easy, easy, easy? Okay. We're going to take this and we're going to place this on top. Now, your bake times, you will need to bake it at 375 degrees. And you want to have your oven preheated. And I'm going to just make sure all of this goes on top. And then you're going to bake, 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 bake for, as I said, at 375 degrees, and you want to bake it until brown. Now, What you're looking for is just a nice brown texture, because we're not trying to bake the berries. We're just trying to get the topping so that it is brown. Now, depending on where you place it in your oven, you know, if you place it on the very top of your oven, anything that you place on the top always has the tendency to bake faster versus placing it on the bottom. I always recommend, for consistency, to bake in the center. Now, it could take anywhere from 10 minutes, but you want to be standing by, to 15 minutes, but you want to be standing by to double check to make sure that you don't burn these. Then, after you've taken it out of the oven and it's warm, you'll make the topping for it. The topping will consist of sour cream. And here's another replacement alternative. You can right now actually have non-fat sour cream that's available in the supermarket. Use non-fat sour cream, add your granulated sugar, sprinkle that in, mix these two together, and then you're going to just blend, blend, blend again, and you're going to take it and place this on top of your crisps. And we're going to do that. And then let me show you what it looks like. This is what it's going to look like when it comes out. Here you go. Is that fabulous? Now, you always want to make sure that you serve it warm, because that's where you get the most incredible flavor of an apple crisp. Now, you can also serve it with ice cream, but if you're looking to not have those extra calories or that fat, then you can just absolutely serve it this way, and you'll discover how easy it is. And really, it's so easy, and it's so wonderful, and it tastes so good. And you have so much flexibility, because you can use any fruit. We like berries, of course, but you can use any fruits that you have. Peaches would work. I mean, just incredible things. Now, come right back, because we've got some more blueberry desserts for you to try.
What makes